Hi, my name is Andrea Zobor, and I'm on location here at the Woodlands Church in Houston, Texas, founded by Pastor Carrie and Chris Shook. It is here where high school and junior high student ministry worship services were only the beginning to Catherine Grace's aspirations and music career. Okay, Catherine, when did you start with music?
I started with music when I was in junior high. My parents bought me a keyboard for Christmas, and I kind of taught myself by ear.
What made you want to learn?
Well, it was an outlet. It was an outlet where I didn't have one, and like I said, I was going through something that was just really tough, and there was a keyboard in front of me, and it sounded pretty, and it seemed fairly easy, so I kind of just dove in. I just liked it. I took to it, and it's interesting though. It's such a great testimony now that I look back on it, because it's how God was pursuing me even when I was running from Him so far. He knew that I wasn't ready to accept Him yet, so He was preparing my heart through music to give me something that would, get me to that point where I'd be all right, God, you're God. I believe in you. I'm going into this, and then I would use music for Him, which is where I am at.
And death, where is your sting? Who your power is dead is my sin. The cross has taught me to live. And mercy, my heart.
Dude, it's so crazy how everything happened. I don't even remember how I got integrated into anything. I just taught myself how to play guitar, and I was sitting on my friend's bed, and I was playing guitar and singing a song. I don't remember what it was, but I guess she must have audio recorded me on her iPhone. She came here, she showed it to Jody, Pastor Jody, and Pastor Jody was like, you should go and have her close out one of our services. Not even knowing if I believed in God or went to church or just not even knowing anything about me. She was like, have this girl close out service. I never auditioned.
You didn't?
It just like I said, it's crazy how God was pursuing me. He's I'm going to align everything perfect for you so that you can worship me. For the longest time, I remember I just did not do anything. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't go looking for opportunity. God knew my heart. He knew that I wasn't ready to seek anything out. So He knew He had to kind of put it in front of me. And then once He did, and I grabbed it, I was no, I want more. So now I'm chasing Him. I wanted to pursue being an independent singer-songwriter. I thought that that's where my heart was. Then I got more involved at church, and I realized that I just wasn't about that. If I could literally do what I'm doing right now, which is just worship on the weekends at a church, that would be perfect.
And that's what led you to. That's what led you to your desire to go to Hillsong. Is it Hillsong College or where?
Hillsong College in Australia. I'd always planned to go to Belmont University in Nashville and pursue myself as an artist. To pursue something like that. That's not what I want to do. And so for the longest time I was really frustrated. I was maybe I just have writer's block. Maybe I just can't write. But then I realized, no, there's something else I'm supposed to be doing where my heart does get filled. So I was what about Hillsong?
What exactly would you be doing there?
I would be studying to become a worship pastor. So ultimately I'd learn and cultivate worship in different ways and what it means to worship, and then I'd cultivate my skill, guitar, and get better at that.
How did you build up to singing to high school? How many kids were in that audience today? 300 kids?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's still a lot of kids.
Sea of kids. Whether or not I was playing in high school or in junior high, I was here. I lead a lot in junior high, which I love because it's they're my kiddos. I get to really, really invest in them, and I see all their faces every week, and I think it's good for them to see a familiar face.
Tell me how you feel when you're on stage. What is it when you know that you have to sing a song, or you're told of what you have to perform wherever, junior high or high school?
Yeah.
How does it feel to stand up on stage and actually give back to Him?
It feels amazing. It's like an emptying out process, slowly. And it's hard because for the longest time I remember because I started here as not an unbeliever. I knew who God was, but I had no relationship with Him. So I started off not understanding what it was to worship. So when I'd be oh, do I sound good? What am I? Do I look silly, or what am I doing? And my questions always went back to me. My focus is always on me. And then as I got deeper into it, I realized wow, this really has absolutely nothing to do with me. And I think that's why I fell in love with it so much, because it has something to do with someone who's so much greater. You know what I mean? Like it's God.
We can record that or something.
Oh, I didn't paint my toes. Don't film my toes.
I'm not gonna get your toes. I'm just gonna get like you walking in the water.
Like digging. Yeah. Like. I don't know what's going on right now.